This video is brought to you in part by Inked Playmats at inkedplaymats.com, your place for custom-made playmats. Design your own or shop from other featured designers. Use promo code KLOTZ to save 10% on your order. Inked Playmats, your game, your style. Hello everybody, this is Kevin from KlotzProductions and welcome to another Magic the Gathering match. This week we have Brian playing USA Control and he's going up against Scudder playing Black Infect. Scudder started the game off and laid down an Inkmoth Nexus, then Brian laid down a Seachrome Coast and used it to cast a Ponder. He left all three cards on the top of the library and drew one. For Scudder's second turn he laid down a Swamp and resolved a Plague Stinger. Brian then laid down a second Seachrome Coast and passed the turn. Then Scudder started off by attacking with his Stinger for 1, giving Brian a poison counter. Then post-combat, he attempted to resolve a Trigon of Rage, however Brian stopped it with a mana leak. Brian played a Sulphur Falls tapped, and then Scudder attacked with his Stinger again for 1 more poison counter, taking Brian up to 2, and then he passed the turn without making any other plays. For Brian's next turn, he laid down a Glacial Fortress tapped, and then resolved a Sword of War and Peace. Scudder brought Brian up to 3 poison counters with his Stinger, and then post-combat he resolved a Phyrexian Crusader. Brian drew an island off the top of his library and put it into play. He then resolved a Venser the Sojourner and used his plus ability to exile and return his Sulphur Falls. Scudder sent his team at the Venser, dropping it down to 2 loyalty. Then post-combat he resolved a second Phyrexian Crusader. For Brian's next turn, he started off by resolving a Frost Titan and keeping Scudder's Phyrexian Crusader tapped down. He then used his Venser to exile and return the Frost Titan. When it came back into play, he was able to target the other Crusader to keep it tapped as well. Scudder started off his next turn by taking Brian up to 4 poison counters with his Stinger. Then post-combat, he resolved a Contagion Clasp targeting the Frost Titan. However, the Titan's ability kept it from being affected. He then played a Geth's Verdict, forcing Brian to sacrifice his Titan and lose 1 life, going down to 19. Brian put a Clifftop Retreat into play tapped. He then used an Oblivion Ring to get rid of Scudder's Stinger, and then finally he used his Venser's Plus ability to exile and return an island. On Scudder's next turn, he said to Brian, "I sure hope you have a counterspell," as he resolved a Trigon of Rage. Brian didn't have the counter for it and scooped to Scudder, taking them to Game 2. So that's it for this Magic the Gathering gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the annotations at the end of the video to find the full gameplay along with previous highlights games. And as always, remember to like and favorite this video if you feel so inclined, subscribe and come back for more.